Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Accu-Stats Video Productions, it's my pleasure to welcome you back here to the 2015 Make It Happen One Pocket Invitational. Thank you very much. We're coming to you live here from the Aramis Simonis Arena at Sandcastle Billiards in Edison, New Jersey, the home of Accu-Stats Video Productions and the home of the Make It Happen series. Well, here we are, final day, final match of the round-robin format. As you know, you selected 4 of the greatest one-pocket players in the world to come here and compete in the round-robin format. We added 2 new young guns to the mix, and it seems to have worked out extremely well for us. We want to say thank you to all of you for your loyalty, support in selecting all these great players to come here and compete once again for the Accu-Stats One Pocket Invitational Championship. All of the matches have been a race to 3. That's not going to change. The winner of each match gets $1,000. That's not going to change either. Now, let me tell you how things are going to stack up. We've already got 1 competitor for our finals, which is going to go off at 9:30 tonight. That's Danny Smith, one of our new players. He has a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. The 2 gentlemen that are about to play now have records identical of 3 wins and 1 loss. What that means is the winner of this match will proceed to the 9:30 final against Danny Smith for another $1,000 and the crown of Make It Happen One Pocket Champion. The equipment we're using, as always, the best in the business, Diamond Billiard Products table with Pro Cut pockets, Simonis 860, and Aramis Belgian billiard balls. And we want to express our appreciation to those great sponsors for being with us throughout the years and for all they've done for Accu-Stats and for professional pool. One last time, I'd like to mention on behalf of our 6 great champions, the staff here at Sandcastle and the entire Accu-Stats video production team, our deep appreciation to each and every one of you out there watching around the world who have not only supported the event, but supported Accu-Stats throughout the years, and especially to all of you who have made your way here to watch live in person. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you have made it happen. Well, pretty much a dream matchup here for all of us fans of One Pocket and all of us fans of pool. Just a little side note before I introduce our players. Between the 2 players that are about to play, they hold 8 Derby City One Pocket titles, 5 Derby City 9-ball titles, and 7 Derby City World All-Around titles. That's a hell of an accomplishment. There's only been 16 derbies, and these guys have got more than half the titles. So it's no surprise that they're both here, and it's no surprise they're the great players that they are. So with that being said, it's now my pleasure to introduce them to you. Our first player is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He is the defending Accu-Stats Make It Happen One Pocket champion. He's twice a Derby City One Pocket champion. He's also a U.S. Open One Pocket champion. And he holds 4 U.S. Open 9-ball titles, the last 3 in a row, and in just a few short months, he will once again attempt to make history by winning his 4th consecutive 5th overall to tie the record held by the great Earl Strickland. Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Q-Tech, would you please welcome the South Dakota Kid, it's Shane Van Boening. Thank you. His opponent's from Angeles City in the Republic of the Philippines. He's a former World 9-ball champion. He's also a U.S. Open One Pocket champion. He's also a U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He holds 6 Derby One Pocket titles, and he also is a member of both the Billiard Congress of America and the One Pocket Hall of Fame. Sponsored by Puyat Sports and San Miguel Beer, ladies and gentlemen, the most famous name in the game, it's the magician, it's Efren Reyes. Okay, here we go. Your official timekeeper is Miss Julie High. Your official photographer, Carl Kantrowitz. It's now my pleasure to turn it over to the booth, to the 2 best in the business, the voice of Accu-Stats, Billy Incardona, and Hall of Famer, Danny Diliberto. Take it away, Bill.
Bill Incardona here, along with Danny Diliberto. Danny, it's come down to the 4th and final game, day. There are 2 matches left. Obviously, Danny Smith is waiting to play the winner of this match. Danny Smith has a record of 4-1. Both of these players, Shane Van Boening and Efren Reyes, has a record of 3-1. The winner of this match will proceed to play Danny Smith in one final match for the title. How do you see this match coming down?
Well, I'll tell you, I know Efren knows a little more one pocket, and he won the lag, which is all important, because if you break first and it's hill, the last game will be your break. And the break in one pocket is very big. But, I know that Efren knows a lot more one pocket than Shane Van Boening, but Shane shoots so straight, He does it all by not missing. And that's how I see it, Billy.
Well, I'm going to make a prediction here, or at least I'm going to come up with a shot. There are 3 balls to the right of the foot spot, the 12, the 4, and the 15. Those 3 balls are lined up directly into this pocket, but the 8 ball's in front of the pocket. He can remedy all of that if he hits the 12 ball and moves all balls from that area. I see how they're angled. He hasn't even taken a look at it. He should take a look at it. But if he hits the 12 ball, it'll send the 15 into the side of the 8. The 8 will then bank its own side. He can then position the cue ball in the rack.
Well, you better have a lot of money if you shoot that shot. He's going to kick lightly at the 8. And I think he might have left that 11.
Okay, now, like I mentioned before, the 3 balls represents a big threat now for Reyes, because the 15 ball is dead in Reyes' pocket. But if he banks the 11 and somehow gets on that 12, he can run out the first game.
Well, he would have to really strike the ball a little hard, but I think he could cinch it and get on to 14. If that ball is dead, like you say, he can get there another way. But right now, make the 11, he'll have the 14. I don't think he's going to stroke it hard.
It looks like he's laying on a kiss angle with the 11 here.
No, he isn't, Billy. No, he isn't. He can go forward. There's no kiss. Get it? But he missed the ball. And he did get to the dead one and the 8. Now, what does Shane have? He can hit the 8 straight on, but I don't know how good that'll be, because he'll leave some banks.
He wants to go behind the 11 with the cue ball.
Yeah. Not only wants to, he did it pretty well. But he's got to be aware of that dead ball that you called. You don't go upstream, folks, if your opponent has a dead ball, unless you're mad at your backer. Well, he can't be looking at cutting the 14, is he?
He may be looking at playing the 14 off of the 6 and drawing the ball. That may be a possibility. But he may be looking at, like you said, cutting the 14.
It. He's going to open everything. He has to hit the paint, and he did. He's such a straight shooter. He got rewarded.
Well, that's actually how he's going to beat Reyes. He's going to beat Reyes by striking balls well, because he's one of the better ball strikers in the world today. Reyes obviously is one of the best movers in the world. He controls the cue ball so well.
You got it exactly right, but for some reason, I picked Shane because of his shooting ability. I think it's going to come down to shooting balls in. No problems here. We might see an 8 and out right now. He's got to put the cue ball around the table just right to do that, but yeah, I like shooting the 8 and going into the 9. That would open everything.
Exactly. Now he's in perfect line to do many different things from this position.
Yeah.
He needs 5 balls. He has 3 balls playing for 5. And we all can count 5 in many different ways.
I don't think he has to shoot the 6 right now. You know, that's in the way of the 13, but I don't think he has to do this. I think he could shoot the 5 and maybe fall on the 7.
I kind of like shooting the 6 and falling on the 13.
Well, it's kind of a thin hit, Billy.
Yeah, and now I look on the monitor and it looks a little thin.
Well, see, now he can go at the 13, or he can even go right to the ball on the rail, which is the 10 ball. Oh, perfect control. Look at that.
Yeah, that was perfect control. He hit the 13 pretty much where he needed to hit it to stay in line for the 6 to drop nicely for the 10. Now, this shot is a little touchy here.
Well, he can go at the 1 and fall on the 9.
Yeah, but getting to the 1 may be difficult. He has to thread the needle in between the 13 and 9.
Well, I think he's got the needle.
Like Danny said, he can thread the needle, which he did. Very nicely executed. This is rack number 1. I believe he needs 1 ball.
He does.
And there it is.
Okay, folks, I've been thanking all of our supporters. I want to thank some more of the supporters of this and other Make It Happen events. We got Vinny Romano of New York, and he's sitting in the audience. Vinny Sorrow of Clifton Billiard Lounge, he's sitting in the audience. Gail Schultz, Washington. Roger Schroeder, Missouri. Baby Bobby, West Virginia. Andy Simon, Indiana. Steve Stahl, Georgia. Greg Stramberg, Oregon.
Van Boening spent about 15, 20 minutes practicing the break right before this match began. And every time he broke the balls then, he came up with a much better break than he did just now. Not that that's a bad break, but it's not nearly as effective as the breaks he was practicing prior to the match beginning.
Well, he's not in trouble, but if he is, that shot came up again, go in the far corner, take a scratch. Oh, that's going to be disaster, I think. Yeah, I like taking the scratch, doubling him up, but he might have got away with this.
Well, he can do a few different things. He can shoot the 4 and draw the cue ball behind the 8-15 and open up a lot of balls in front of his pocket. You know, that's for sure that he can do that. I think that's a pretty effective shot. I think he'll move a lot of balls in front of his pocket, and he has the ability to draw the cue ball behind the 8-15, using those 2 balls as blockers. Now he's looking to play the 14-1 combination. He'll want to go toward the 10 ball and possibly carry him off the 10 and go into the pocket. This is more of an offensive shot in terms of trying to start a run off of it.
I like your shot. Shoot the 9, go behind the 8, and you're opening up everything. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this shot.
Now he's going to shooting the 4. This is the shot I like, shooting the 4 and getting behind the 8-15,
yeah,
opening up balls on his side.
Well, he's got them open.
No one plays this kind of a game better than Reyes. This nip and tuck game where you nip a ball and slide underneath a ball. That takes a very fine touch, and this man at the table here probably has the finest touch in the game.
Well, he better have one here because he definitely doesn't have something aggressive. Uh-oh.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Positioned the cue ball kind of in back of the 3, which really limits Van Boening on what he can do.
I like kicking at the 12, Billy.
Yeah, it's kicking at the 12. If he can get through the between the 6 and the 12, that would be a good shot.
I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
It's close. I don't know if he's got it, but if he does have it, that would be a pretty good shot.
You shooting at it, Billy? And making it.
Well, he better make it because he lost the cue ball. He scratched his head saying to himself, I really did make a mistake there, but it ended up pretty good. It was a good mistake.
Yep.
He lost the cue ball, but he hit the kick as accurately as you could hit it.
He did.
He would love to fall on the 14 ball here.
Well, to do that, he's going to have to go one rail and hit the 15. He went 3 rails. Where's he going?
Well, that's too far for the 14.
Well, does the 4 go?
Well, you know what? He's forced to shoot the 14 now, and that's really not the ball he really wants to shoot. But he can hit the side of the rack or the balls there, come off those balls after pocketing the 14, and maybe end up with a shot on the 10.
Right. He can go one rail off the balls right to the 10. I'm sure he knows that. Well, not quite.
A little left-hand English would have probably helped him get there.
Yes, it would have.
Now, what he wants to do here, he wants to move the 13 ball from that position on the table, but he wants to protect the 10, 11, 4, and 7 ball, those balls on his side of the table. So after he leaves the table, he doesn't want Reyes to be able to hit any of those balls. Let's see how well he does this.
Well, I know he doesn't want to open the balls, but it would be pretty easy to fall behind that 13. But he doesn't want to open the balls. Good shot.
Reyes needs to position a ball on his side of the table because if he doesn't do that, then Van Boening, when he steps to the table, can try some sort of a bank possibly that may be free.
Yeah, he's got to put a threat there.
He's got to put a ball over there.
Yeah. So far, Efren hasn't had a chance to be offensive.
If he comes off the 1-9, well, he's going up table, but the 7 goes. He's got to be really careful where he positions the cue ball. He shot the 4 behind the 7, which would then preclude Van Boening from pocketing the 7.
Well, I don't know if he can control the cue ball, but I like shooting the 13 off the 4. Well, he's got the 4.
No, he's got a combination. This is not a bad shot, especially as well as he hits balls.
Yeah.
And the cue ball is going to really accommodate him as well. Now, if Reyes has any thoughts about opening up those balls and freezing the cue ball to that cluster, better take a look at that possible carom 10-4. It looks like it's too close for the carom, but if he has enough separation between the 10 and the 4, Van Boening can step to the table and possibly carom the 4 in.
Yeah, I don't think he quite has that, Billy. He's going to open the balls, though.
Yeah, well, he wanted to open them up and put the cue ball in that cluster.
He did.
Now, I don't believe the carom's available. Van Boening is obviously not even looking that way, indicating that it's not.
That was a very useful shot for Efren.
Now, if I were he, I'd come off the 11 ball, open those 2 balls up. I don't believe Reyes can make anything.
You're right. Go upstream off the 11. I think he's cutting at the 4. No, he's not. Oh, look at that control. What a great shot that was.
That was a great shot. He froze the cue ball to the 7, opened up the 11 and the 7, positioned the 10 ball on the bottom rail, so therefore really limiting on where Efren can put the cue ball. Now, this is the type of a game that Efren excels in. He's able to maneuver around and position the cue ball in the smallest of areas. Let's see how well he does this. Oh, he just wants to triple them up. He's going to just softly roll on the 13. That's what he did. In chess, just sometimes when you don't know, you don't have much to do, just move a pawn.
That's what he did.
That's what he did. He did something very simple, but yet very effective. Now Van Boening's preoccupied on moving the 5 ball, and when he does that,
he's leaving the bank.
Efren may have some sort of a counter, because now he's got to travel a long, long distance to do this, and controlling the cue ball off of shots that carry distance sometimes is very difficult.
Oh, look at that shot. He came with a trick shot, but he left the bank if Efren wants to shoot.
I think Efren's almost forced to shoot this bank.
Yeah.
Even though he has to elevate slightly over the 15, he's a big favorite to put this bank down. If he does, I think there's a big reward behind it.
You're right. He'll have the 15. I don't know if he can go to the 8. Well, he's looking at shooting the 10.
Yeah, he's looking to cross the 10, but that's a pretty touchy bank right there.
It is.
Yeah, I kind of like the 5. I mean, that's just laying much, much better. Obviously, it's very risky.
Yeah, well,
but,
this one's safer, but it's trickier.
Exactly. See,
He double kissed it.
He got the double kiss, and now
He's going to leave a bank.
he's going to leave a bank on the 10. You know, he's wishing now he would have shot that 5-ball bank.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, I think he used poor judgment in trying to bank the 10 ball. It was like Danny said, it was a very, very tricky bank.
Yeah, he's going to be sorry he shot that. He's sorry right now, but not totally. Is he shooting the 15?
I believe he's shooting the 15.
Yeah. Well, that'll give him position on the 10.
That's skidded.
Oh, it's in.
That's skidded. That ball skidded.
Oh, it skidded a little, yeah.
When he hit the 15, it like jumped, meaning that there must have been some sort of a foreign substance either on the cue ball or on the 15 ball. That's when they collided, it stuck. It skidded, and he missed the bank.
That's what a skid is, folks. It doesn't leave the object ball immediately. Well, he banked at the 10 and made it.
He's got the 8, but he's going to have to shoot over the 9. I don't know, or maybe if the 2 passes, then it's
I don't think
a
he's
much
over
better
the 9.
situation. Well, the 2 looks like it passes.
Yep. Now he can go to the 9 and 6.
Well, if the 6 doesn't pass, I don't think he should play for the 9, because then he'll be really limited on what he can do. If the 6 passes, that's
Watch
perfect.
out! Oh, he almost went behind the 11. I'm not pulling for anybody, folks. I just don't want to see anybody get a bad roll.
If he has the ability to play for the 9 next, I think he should do that as opposed to playing for the 5. If you play for the 5, you may get stuck down this end of the table, and then you'll stop your run.
Well, he could shoot the 9, come back, and he'll have the same shot on the 6.
So I think he should play 6-9 if he has the angle to do that. If he doesn't have that angle, then he's forced to play for the 5 next.
Well, he's going to the 5. No, he isn't. He went to the 9. Now he has the angle to go to the 5.
This is the type of a shot that he'll hit well. He'll control the cue ball very, very well with this stroke. Nicely done. Off the rail. It's given him the relief that he wants. He has 5 balls. He's playing for 3. Now, this is a gamble here because if he has to play for maybe the 11 ball, and if he doesn't get there, he's going to trap himself. But he's going to show us the fine touch that he has, drawing the cue ball back for a thin cut.
Yeah, that's too thin.
Sometimes
It's too thin.
he doesn't get where he wants, and now he's too thin. He's got 6 balls. Well, I'm thinking he should just bank it out of there. Oh, he's saying,
He's
well, you
shooting
know.
it. He wants to shoot. He didn't make it, Billy.
Well, he left the combination.
I don't think
And look at the
Shane-
4 ball.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Wait
Look
a
at
minute.
the 4 ball.
Part 2. No, he's not going to shoot this combination. Efren is waving at us.
I think he's got to shoot it. He's a great shot maker. Combinations of this sort doesn't really present much of a problem for a
boy.
great ball striker like Van Boening.
This is a tough shot. I don't like him making this. I didn't like him making it. But I said that already.
He'll play the combination. Forget about playing position for the 15, the lead ball.
It's a thin hit on the
He can
4 ball.
He can play position for the 7 ball bank next.
But I think if he shoots the 4, the 15 is going to bank and hit the cue ball again, and that might give him the 15. Let's see if I'm right about that. See it hit again? Well, he's got only the bank on the 7, and it's no bargain, and it's not free.
And that's so true. But if he can bank the 7 and position the cue ball behind the 1, then he'll be okay, even if he
made
misses
the
the
7.
bank. So it was kind of free anyways. Look at the cue ball. Had he missed the bank, he wouldn't have had a shot.
Okay, let's get back to some of our supporters. We got Robert Tayak from California, David Threadgill from Pennsylvania, and he's here. Dennis Walker from New Jersey, he's here. Bill Big Money Wallace from New Jersey, he's here. Gardner Washburn from Missouri, Nick Watson, Illinois, Jim Wayman, Louisiana, Ben Yep from California, and my good friend Keone Young from California.
The players took a break. We'll take a break and be right back. Okay, we're back. Players are in the pit. Reyes is at the table, preparing to open up the balls in rack number 3. This match is tied up 1 apiece. Winner of this match advances to the finals against Danny Smith. That wasn't a very effective break.
Not at all. He doesn't have anything near the pocket, but it looks like the 214 are dead.
That's good. You're correct. The 214 is dead in Reyes' pocket.
Yeah, I like banking the combination into the pile and going upstream, straight in on the 1.
If the bank is aiming toward that, that wouldn't be a bad shot.
Well, he's looking at the 3 now. I guess he can hit the 3.
You better
Oh, he
go. That
almost
14
made it.
is dead. He didn't
You're
hit
right.
it.
He didn't look
hit
at it. He didn't look at it.
No, he's shaking his head, and Reyes is looking at it. He
That's
sure
why I
is.
liked my shot better.
Well, if the 2 balls were aimed to break open that 14, yeah, your shot was good, but
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't. But he mishit that shot. Or he
sure
did
did.
something wrong.
Well, he's going to watch Efren try to run 8 and out now. I don't know if he fell on anything except the 13.
And that's a ball that he probably doesn't want to shoot.
No, why would he? Well, he's looking at something else.
Maybe he has the 4.
He might. Yeah, it looks like he might have the window to go to the 4.
Yeah, but what is he going to do next? He has to elevate. Now, this shot isn't that simple.
No, he's got to draw back a little for the 12, but it's a tough shot.
Not only does he have to
Not
elevate,
for him.
like Danny said, he had to draw back. So when you elevate and draw back, now you diminish the accuracy quite a bit. But
Well,
he was
does he?
able to do it.
Does he have enough angle to go to the 13 now?
He's pretty straight on the 4 here. I think he's better off just rolling it in and maybe banking the 7 next. Let's take a look.
Yeah, you might be right. But he does have an angle on this ball. He did your shot.
I don't know if he's got the angle he needs to bank the 7.
Yeah, the 8 might have gotten in the way here.
But maybe he can bank the 7 into the 15. And
Well,
then, and then the 8
Did
will
Grady ever tell you that gotten is a word? Because it's gotten in the way. Let me see. Oh, oh, he's not going to like this. I don't. Oh, he got away with it.
Wow.
He could have scratched very
Wow.
easily.
Matter of fact, he
Mamma
is going to like
mia.
it. Not only didn't the 7 knock the cue ball in the pocket, it aided him in blocking some of the table that Van Boening may want to shoot from.
Well, I think the 3 and the 7 are going to disappear any second.
He may just kick behind the 7.
Now, I think he can shoot right at the 7 with the 3, and they'll both go away. But he's going to kick at the 7. Now, I like Van Boening trying to pocket the 15 and leaving Efren straight in on the 1 from the end rail. Dare him. I like that shot. Don't you, Billy?
Well, the problem with that shot is there's no guarantee he's going to be able to control the cue ball to leave a straight-in shot. And if he doesn't do that, he could lose the game really easily.
Well, I like that shot. It might be a little bit off, but as long as you're fairly straight, it's good enough because Efren can't bang it in and bounce. I like the shot. He's looking at it. He is definitely looking at it.
And it may be off angle as well.
It doesn't matter. He's going to leave the 1 pretty straight in.
What's he going to do with the 11 if it's off angle? He has to control the 11.
Well, he's not going to do it. He just played it kind of safe. Well, what can Efren do with the 15 now? I think he can put Van Boening in a bad spot, shooting the 15 at the 11, at the 1, and going to the left-hand corner. Let's see if he does that.
I think he's trying to figure out how he can get him behind the 3 or part of the 7-3 maybe. That would be a nice spot to put him in if he could do it. I don't know if he can put the cue ball there.
Well, he's sure going to try. He tried to spin it over there, and he did pretty well with it, but not perfect. Well, that's a good ball to make because he can't hit the 10 anymore. And he would have had a 2-railer on the 10.
He could just draw the cue ball on top of the 6 softly. I don't particularly care for that shot.
Not at all.
He knocked the 5 away, and he positioned the cue ball to where now the 11 is a much better bank now than it was before. But Efren can counter that shot by putting him back at the 3 off the 2 if he chooses that shot. Or he could bank the 11 into the 1.
I like that.
You know, that shot now is a much better option than it was before because the 5's gone.
Yeah, I like it.
But sometimes when you choose an option like banking the 11 back, you hit the point of the side pocket. Of course, you can't be concerned with that. It's like being concerned about...
If he hit the point of the side with that ball, he hit it really bad. He's going to duck one more inning.
Now, the problem with the duck, if you don't get him behind the 3, then he can open up a ball to hit on his side, you know, and then all of a sudden you're in a battle to get the first shot, and you know you don't have to get it. He needs to put a ball on his side of the table. That's on his side, but it's fairly deep. Not as effective as if it would have been
a mile away.
Closer to his pocket. Maybe by the side. But still somewhat effective. I kind of like coming off the 8, move that ball away from his side, end up on that short rail behind the 2, so he can't see the 1. He's kind of persistent with trying to get behind that 3.
Yeah, he keeps putting the ball right there.
It really isn't much problems for Van Boening. You can always 2-rail the 3, stick the cue ball on the 7. And then the 3 will 2-rail to his side
rail. He can
rail.
open these balls, too.
I didn't like that shot. I think he should have 2-railed the 3 to his side rail and stuck him on that 7. Then he would have negated this position.
Well, you know the 3's not going to be there any longer.
Why is that?
Efren, isn't he going to...
No.
What's he doing?
He wants to put him behind the 3 again.
I like shooting the 3, 2 rails on his side.
What?
Well, it'll show later, I believe.
No.
What do you think?
Well, that's what he's doing.
That's what I like.
Well, he's giving up his position then.
Well, he's a chess player, you know. Sometimes it shows up later.
Well, he's giving up his position when he did that. I was really surprised to see him do that. He could have probably positioned the cue ball on the other side of the 3 once again, and other than that, Van Boening's going to try to position the 6 on his side, or I don't know what he's going to do, but the position is getting pretty equal now. It looks like there's going to be an up-table game. Let's take a look at the score. 3-0 in favor of Reyes. And we're going to be looking at an up-table game right now.
Yeah, he knocked both those balls on his side.
Yep, whenever he hit 2-rail to 3, it lends to an up-table game because he gave up his position. Now, he had a 3-0 lead, so there was some merit to what he did.
There's a 6 bank. He's shooting at it. I don't think the 8 is in the way. Now I do. Where you going, 10? Doesn't matter. He's got the 6, too. I think Efren is going to spin the 10 in.
He shoots those type of shots really well. He's close enough to the 10 to possibly do that if it's possible.
Yeah, he's going to do it. He'll get rewarded even if he goes to the 7.
He's going to hit the 3, maybe.
He's going to go to the 7. No, he isn't. Well,
No.
I know he's not shooting the 1.
Here's that shot that you wanted him to shoot a long time ago.
Yeah.
Or at least you wanted Van Boening to
Put him there and
put
give him
there.
that choice. But he's not shooting it now.
No, I don't think he's going to shoot it either. Distance is not a friend of Reyes, so he knows it. He's really disappointed that he ended up in this position. He felt that he could have done better than this. I'm kind of curious to find out what he's going to do. I don't think he's going to shoot the 1.
No, definitely not. But what is he going to do? Can't shoot the 1 for sure. Does the 3 bank? Does the 3 cut in? No. Well, he left him over the top of the 8.
Now, this is a very interesting position here. He needs to move to 3, but what is he going to do with the cue ball? Now, the 13 and 9 are sort of like doubled up, so he has the luxury of moving to 3, providing that he handles the cue ball well.
Well, I don't like that shot. I like going off to 6. Oh, what's he going to do with the cue ball?
Extreme inside.
Might get a kiss doing
No,
that.
extreme inside.
He might get a kiss doing that.
He did that, but
Yeah, there's no kiss there if you don't use English, but he went right into the path.
now he's left Reyes a very fine cut on the 6. I think he's going to shoot it because there aren't many balls in play for Van Boening. And I think he's going to hit it well.
Well, if he makes it, he's going to definitely have another shot. Well, he didn't make it. Oh, and look at the point did to the 3. Boy, oh boy, that's unlucky. He was controlling the cue ball. But now Van Boening is going to fall on the 9. And we have a game here now.
When Reyes attempted to cut the 6, he had gone into the 3 on his mind. He felt that he could go into the 3, English the 6 a little bit, and perhaps even make the 6. But he played a two-way shot there, and he was really, really unlucky to have that happen the way it did.
Oh, he undershot this a hair.
Oh, he hit the 3 ball heavy.
Yeah.
He mishit the 3 ball. It went to the outside of the pocket. Had he hit the 3 to the center of the pocket, he would have probably had much better position.
Could he go one rail and knock the 6 towards his pocket?
Tough shot, but it's there.
Oh, he fell on it. It's thin, but he fell on it.
Yeah.
Yep. He can go upstream now to the 8 and the 12.
Now, the shot that he just shot and the shot that Danny described, the shot that he shot was much easier. It played natural, providing he had the angle to drop where he did. But if he didn't have that angle, then the shot that Danny described would have been a possible option. But still, that shot played quite difficult. But what he did was really, really nice.
Yep. What's this going to do? Oh, boy, he got to the 5.
Well, Reyes has a 1-ball lead at the present time, 4 balls to 3. Van Boening's playing for 5. He can go offensive and shoot the 5.
All on the 7.
I look for him to do that because, well, he's looking at the 13 too, but I believe that 5 is the correct shot.
I do too. If you're trying to get all the way out. He's seeing it real well. It isn't like there's a blind part. He's kind of shaking his head.
Well, I think he was distracted. I think someone in the crowd did something to distract him.
He's going to have the 7 next if he makes this. think he missed it, Billy.
Yeah, he played cue ball. That's why he missed it. See, he overcut it, and he played cue ball. That's
Well,
why he missed it.
Efren's going to shoot the 7 and fall on the bank of the 5.
That shot is possible. He'll go cross table after shooting the 7. But if he applies too much English, he may end up scratching in this pocket.
Yeah, he could.
Okay, but he doesn't want to do that. But most importantly, he wants to be able to hit the 7 accurately.
Now, don't miss the 7. He didn't miss the 7, and he fell on the bank perfectly to go to the 1 or anything else.
Yeah, I like drag it up for the 13 in the center of the table.
I like going 1 rail to the 1.
Yeah, that's more natural. I agree.
It is, yeah. Well, he made it. He doesn't have the 1.
Yeah, that was the problem with that shot.
Well, is he going to shoot the combination or the bank? He's got a bank on the 13.
You know, the combination isn't a bad shot at all because you can control.
It's free.
It's much freer than the bank. If he shoots the bank, he could leave a return bank on the 12 or a bank on the 1.
And if he makes the combination, the 2 will be his game ball.
Yeah.
Because that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about shooting that 2-1 combination,
Well,
and all those things are good.
He's not going to do it.
Now, this is a little more of a gamble.
Yeah, I can't imagine why he's not shooting the 1. What was he doing there? Shooting in the wrong pocket?
He shot for the wrong pocket.
He
Shot for the wrong
he's
pocket.
laughing now.
That's why he shot the 13, because he thought he had the other pocket.
Wow. He's scratching his head and laughing. That is a rare one there. I couldn't believe it. You know, the 2-1 was free, and he could win the game.
Well, I guess he's starting to think like you and I now.
Speak for yourself, John Alden. He overcut it, but it's going in. Now he's falling on a good ball here.
And that was one fine shot because the cue ball was tracking for that corner,
Well, I'll tell you
but
what
it didn't seem to bother him.
what I found out about 1 pocket. It's tough to lose if you're both shooting at the same pocket. Well, that one didn't roll off.
Watch out.
He's got the 8. He's got the 8.
Reyes has 6 balls. Van Boening has 5. Thanks to Reyes.
Oh, boy. He's going to have a bank on the 1 next. Well, not a real good bank. He didn't make the ball.
Well, I think Reyes got a shot to get out of here unless he just cinches the 1. But this is pretty close here,
See where he
this
aimed?
call.
He's trying to go to that side rail after he makes the 1 and nudge the 8 to his hole.
I believe he's doing this because he's got a better shot at putting the 1 down if he wants to play position. And the 8 is blocking the pocket for a scratch, so therefore there's some merit to what he's doing here. But he's still making this shot play a little more difficult. If I were he, I may just cinch the 1.
You're right. Cinch the 1, get on the hill, but he's trying to go. And he didn't do it, but he can knock the 8. Oh, he missed the ball.
Yeah, I would have just cinched the 1.
You're right.
He would have gotten on the hill.
All that English makes the shot tougher.
All right, so therefore the shot was tough enough in itself, just the way it was lying. For him to try to get back of the 8, which was a very small area to end up trying to get to.
Yeah, he was trying
He
to.
was better off cinching the one, getting on the hill, like Danny said, and then play from there.
Yeah. Use all that English. The shot is so much tougher. Well, he can't get on the one. The one doesn't bank, so make this ball maybe and double bank the one. I don't know. What is he going to do? Two-rail kick at this? Maybe he is. As long as you hit it thin, nothing bad can happen. I don't like one rail. I like hitting the bottom rail, too.
Oh, he could scratch at the upper corner here.
I don't think he's shooting that hard. He
There
shot
goes
my
the cue
shot.
ball. We could scratch up there.
It's not going to reach, Billy. He hit it a little thin, but like I said, as long as you hit it thin, nothing bad can happen.
Now, this is a type of a shot that some bad things can happen if he lets up on his stroke. He could follow through the one ball and scratch here. So he's got to make sure he puts a good stroke on it.
Well, there's Danny Smith waiting to see who his opponent's going to be.
Oh, he's got a shot on the one here.
I don't know if it's free, though.
It's not free because it leaves a return bank if he doesn't make it.
Well, he didn't make it.
It may have been a bank that he shouldn't have shot.
Yeah, they're making a few mental errors. Efren has a bank on the one. He's close enough to hit it good.
But I think that he really needs to put a good stroke on this so he can two-rail that cue ball short of that upper corner pocket.
Yeah, I think he'll do that. He needs a lot of English to do that, and then he'll have a bank on the 15. He hit it good. He hit it good and made the 15. Good shot, Efren.
Okay, he has a bank on the 11, but the problem with the bank is if he goes for the pocket, he won't be able to control the cue ball. So what do? He's pocketed a ball. You don't spot that up now. He only has one ball to hit
You
on the
bank
table.
it with a little bit of right-hand English, that'll kill it.
Well, you bank it short. You don't bank it. In other words, you undercut it and just play bottom rail speed. You don't even try to make this. If he tries to make it, I think he's going to have a problem here.
No, with a little reverse, it'll die, Billy. He's got a shot. See how it died? And he made it, too. No, he didn't. A little bit short. But he was right on.
Now, he hit it with pretty good speed. Now, he can go to the long rail with a nice draw stroke and stick the cue ball there, but he's got to hit deeply into that rail.
And he has to come with a good stroke, too, to keep the draw working.
He didn't get deep enough. He didn't get deep enough.
Well, he left the bank.
So he had to get deeper.
You're right. He didn't get deep enough. He left a bank for Efren.
It looks like he's going to have to go with a lot of inside on this
Yeah,
bank.
he needs right-hand English. No doubt about it. Beats the kiss.
And this is going to be tough to miss the kiss, too. And he had to
Watch outside.
Wow, he overcut the bank, which aided him in missing the kiss.
Yeah. He used all that English. That created the overcut.
Van Boening would like to bank the 15, but I don't think he can gamble with that shot.
No, he's selling out. 11 it could be snippable.
Yeah, he's got to put the 11 on his side. 3 cushions with the 11 on his side, near the side pocket. Well, that's too easy. That's too easy. He hopes it better land on a scratch angle. I think it has.
It did, because he can't hit the cue ball low. He does have a scratch angle here.
Now I think he's going to be forced to come off the 15, the ball on the spot. He's going to bank it 2 cushions in back of the 11 and send the cue ball near the side pocket.
No, he wants to bank at that ball.
That's too dangerous. I don't think he can do that.
It is.
Two cushions behind the 11 and send the cue ball near the side. He would have loved to bank the 11, but he couldn't risk it.
Yeah, the cue ball was going to go right in the pocket, or at least close.
He's got to be pretty careful here because there's a lot of potential shots for Reyes' pocket for both balls. I think he's going to be really hard-pressed to keep Reyes off a shot.
He put the 15 in the way of the 11.
Well, he did manage to keep Reyes off a shot. Now,
He
Reyes,
did.
Reyes should just bank the 11 into the 15 and send the cue ball cross table.
Long.
Exactly. And once again, Van Boening, is going to have problems keeping Reyes off a shot. Those two balls are, quite a distance from the rails, which means that they're bankable. 2-rail banks, 3-rail banks.
How
There's
about
a lot
if he
of banks.
makes the 15 and falls on the side rail? That ball goes on the spot. No, he didn't want to do that.
Oh, I think that's pretty good what he just did.
Yeah, he sure did.
Very good. So Reyes is going to cut the 11 toward that upper pocket, send the cue ball down table. Now, that ball favors Van Boening. The 11 ball favors Van Boening now, the position that it's ended up in. So he definitely doesn't want to move that ball. He may have mishit
He
that
sold
ball.
out.
Well, he did. Now, Reyes has two shots here. He can thinly cut the 15 into the pocket, or he can double bank it.
I like the cut.
Whichever shot he feels more comfortable
I
shooting.
like the cut.
Now, if he has the cut, and that cut carries the speed where the cue ball then goes 1, 2 cushions and back onto the long cushion, he won't have to worry about leaving a return shot, a return
I
bank.
think he's going to make this. He overcut it. He did overcut it.
Reyes should move that 11 ball the first opportunity he gets because it's in a real bad spot for him. Van Boening can go to the long rail, stick the cue ball there, and position the 15 on his side of the table. He's going to the back rail. He can do it either way. Or he's going right at the ball.
Yeah, he's trying to spin it in.
I don't like going directly at the ball.
He's spinning it in. Oh,
And
he
now-
hit it thin anyway.
Yeah, I don't like going after the ball there. I like, now Reyes can move the 11. No. I know there's a lot of people that feel that you shouldn't put both balls in play if you only need one. But sometimes, it's better to do that. I don't think this is the time, but that 11's in a bad spot. And I think whatever Reyes does is the right move.
Well, he's moving it. Is he banking at it? Might be. He is, and he might make it.
See, sometimes
It's in.
Sometimes putting both balls in
Oh,
play
look at the ball
is the better
died.
shot.
Oh, he hit it right on.
Well, Van Boening's going to have problems. Now he's got to defend against two balls here.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's another reason why sometimes it's better putting both balls in play because now your opponent has to defend against two balls.
Yeah. Oh, look at that hit.
And I don't think he would.
No, he didn't get away with it.
No.
He left the bank on the 15.
And I mentioned before that when you're talking about the true upper echelon player, when they're playing one another, one player needing 1, the other player needing 2, the player needing 1 isn't that big of a favor. Oh, that
He
was
didn't
poorly
make
hit.
it.
Poorly hit.
Very poorly. But it's going to be tough to remove. It's going to be tough to remove, Billy.
He's got to kick it from behind.
He don't have much behind. Yeah, he would have to really spin the heck out of it to do that. But he really doesn't have anything else to do
Yeah, I think he'll be okay with the shot.
if he doesn't scratch. Well, he didn't scratch. Oh, now they're favoring Van Boening.
His shot should be banked, the 11 should be banked 3 cushions toward the side, inside English, sending the cue ball to the side rail.
Good shot. Good shot. Well, he could two-rail it on his side, but put it far enough where you don't leave a cross bank. That's the shot. He didn't leave a bank. And Efren has to be careful now.
I think Efren can move both balls now. But this shot shouldn't be hit hard. Just hard enough to two-rail the 11 underneath where he is now. Then he'll move to 15 like to the... Oh. Didn't shoot the shot I had in mind.
I don't think he's going to like this.
I don't think he's going to like this.
He left the bank.
I thought he should have came off the 11 and moved the 11 and billiard to 15 to his
You're right.
side.
He left the bank here.
But it's awkward, Danny. It's not really a natural bank, and it seems really awkward and off angle.
How about kicking it?
No, kicking it is an option. But then again, that leaves a lot of return shots if you're not accurate with the kick, and also that scratch may be possible. So
Well,
therefore,
I think it's fuller than a scratch. It's not going to glance that much.
well, let's see what he does.
Yeah, I
don't
like
think,
the kick.
I don't think he can go for the bank.
No.
He can go for the kick.
I
But
like the
I
kick.
said, the kick is very risky. If he goes for the bank, he's got to elevate. And he's really gambling, but he needs both balls. But he doesn't have to go here, you know. He doesn't have to go.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, he's going, and this is going to be very exciting here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe he did that. He couldn't stiffen that ball.
He oversifted.
I know, but it was a bad shot. Can Efren cut the 11 in?
I don't know if he can do that,
It's very thin.
but he's right-handed. He might be able to reach it.
He can't play a bank combination because I think there's a kiss.
Yeah, it looks like there's a kiss
Yes.
with any kind of a bank into the 11. So maybe he's just better off thinning the 11 and going up table with the cue ball. But he wants to make sure the 11 gets off that rail far enough so he doesn't give him a two-rail kick behind it. Yeah, that would be the counter move for that shot. Now, he maybe could kick behind the 15, but that could possibly leave a return bank on the 11.
Oh.
Now, what he's going to do is he's going to thinly cut the 11. He's not going to try to make it. He's going to try to position the cue ball up table, but he could leave a kick here.
He's playing it, Billy.
No, he's going to, I think
He's
he's just going
playing
to
it,
move it.
Billy.
He's just going to move it.
You're right.
He's going to move it. Now, he didn't leave the kick because he got the 11 ball close to the pocket.
He didn't leave anything.
Yeah, but this is a very difficult spot to be in, but I think he's better off just two-railing it out and getting the cue ball high enough not to leave that return bank on the 15.
Yeah, he can't stay around there because he leaves a bank on the 15, sure.
Oh, he left the shot. If it doesn't go, he left the
If he
shot.
didn't make it.
If it doesn't go, he's...
He made it, Billy. He made it. No, he didn't. He made it. Boy, that would have been the game.
Well, you know, this is a very difficult spot for Reyes.
Yeah.
Unless he can go rail first. If he can go rail first and pocket the ball, then he can get out of danger.
The cue ball will go far up.
By hitting the bottom rail first, and he can climb that side rail.
Oh, he's doing something else, Billy. He's doing something else. He's banking the ball and winning. No, he isn't. He's scratched. Wow. That's the end of him. That's the end of him. Van Boening will have easy position on the ball on the spot. I can't believe he cut that one. Van Boening likes it. Now he loves it.
No, he's not totally in love, but...
Oh, he's going to make this, Billy. He's going to make this. No, he isn't.
yeah, he's really not happy about that.
No, he's not playing real well, Billy. He is definitely not playing real well.
Reyes says, if I make the 15 and then scratch behind the 1, he's going to play the head ball. I know that he can kick the 15 out, but I really don't want him to play the head ball. If I make the 15 and then scratch behind the 1, he's going to play the head ball. I don't like my chances. He's trying to make both balls.
He blew the game.
He's trying to make both balls.
Yeah, he was. That was a little bit sloppy, that game.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. He couldn't win with it.
Hold on a second. No, I just snapped. Why did he do that?
Well, why did he shoot at the wrong pocket, too? I mean, he couldn't win doing this. He must have not counted the balls right or something.
That's inexplicable. Why did he do that? Had he made the 1, which he did, and made his own ball, he would have lost.
Anyway. Yeah, he went into a blank, that's all.
I'll be forever puzzled with that one. He has completely lost it.
He did. Yeah, he knows it. Now, can he recover from all that? Yeah, he made some mental errors there. He doesn't look very happy either. I don't know what he was thinking. No, he's disappointed in himself. Look at his face.
I didn't have a problem with him not making his ball and scratching behind the 1, because if he would have made his ball, then scratched behind the 1, Van Boening would have played the two-way shot on it with the head ball and the bottom ball.
He never thought of that.
That's what I thought he was thinking about.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking of. He kicked the game ball in. I don't know what he thought he was going to happen if he made the 15. Also, I mean, could he have thought they were both at 7? I don't know. Well, what else, Billy? I don't know what he's thinking.
Wow.
We're going to see it again. This made no sense whatsoever.
Well, maybe he tried to get it out.
Oh, I don't think so. That ball was deep in. But anyway, you're just trying to give him an excuse.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out why he did that.
Yeah.
To find some merit into what he did.
He went into a blank. That's all he did. He went brain dead. That game was brain dead. He shot the other ball in Van Boening's pocket.
There was only 2 things that could have happened there.
And they were bad.
Either he had a brain lock or he thought he could get it out. That's the only 2 things.
Yeah, maybe he thought that he could go off the rail, knock the 1 away, and make his, and then have a bank on the 1. That's the only other logic. Yeah,
that's what he thought. He thought he could get it out of the pocket.
I like cutting the 10, make it scoreable, and put him doubled up in that far corner. Hope he shoots the 2.
He's playing the 14 here.
Yeah. Oh, he played it with a trick.
No, he's on tilt. There's no question. He's on tilt here.
He definitely is.
And that shot really was asking too much because, as you noticed, it wasn't even close
Tilt
to
is
doing
the
what he
right
wanted
word.
to do.
Tilt is the right word there, Billy.
No, he can go after the 10, but that 5 ball is still pocketable if he misses it. Maybe he feels that it's okay to do this because the reward is so big. He's played cue ball round table.
Well, he's going to leave a bank on the 10, I believe. He did.
This is a pretty tough bank. I mean, it's possible, I guess, to miss the kiss.
No, there's no kiss, Billy. He's going to hit it fuller than that. He's got a bank. He's got a bank. Well, he doesn't like it real much, but why would he after he played that last bad game? He does have a bank. No, he don't like it.
No, it looks. He may have to cross it. That's the problem.
That's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
then
He's going to go forward. He's going forward. Oh, he's kicking at it. It's a scratch. Isn't it a scratch?
From our vantage point, no. From our vantage point, it's very difficult at times to see the angle that he sees.
Well, he didn't scratch. He hit the rail after the 10. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to recover. Yeah, I could see it on his face, man. He's very unhappy.
Well, I guess he can come off the bottom of the 15 and then position the cue ball off that side rail toward that 13. Now, the 11 and the 13 are lined up reasonably close for a combination into Van Boening's pocket. I think it would do him pretty good if he would move that a little bit. Move that 13. It would serve him best to move that 13. A little aggressive way of thinking, but I think he can do it.
I think it's the 12.
Or it's the 13. 12's on top of the 11.
Oh, yeah. Well, how's he going to move this one?
Like this. Was to try to get up there and move it a little bit. A little short of the mark.
But he didn't leave the 10.
He wants to put him under the 10.
Yeah, he does. He did it.
You know, if he would have gotten him further under the 10, he could have went off the 10 and just back into the stack.
Kicking at the 4. But he's not hitting it. That's a scratch. He owes one. He doesn't have one.
I think he should kick back at the 10.
I don't know. He's going to have to spin it a lot.
You know, if he could do it, I think he should kick back at the 10.
Well, he's going to be behind the 10 again. Nice shot.
See, now he can come off the 10 because he's in back of it now and put him in the stack. This is what I was referring to the last time. Now he can move the 13 as well. Now he tied those two balls up, so he got a lot done with that shot.
Did.
Now he's almost forced to go cross table and kick two cushions toward the 10.
I think so.
Well, if he's going to move the 2, he's not going to get the movement out with the cue ball that he wants. I like the kick much better than moving the 2.
He might be banking at this. It doesn't go past the 1.
No, he's not going to bank at it.
He isn't?
No, it doesn't go.
It doesn't go, but he thinks it does.
No, he doesn't.
Well, what the heck was that?
He doesn't think it goes. That's why I said he's not going to get the movement with the cue ball shooting off the 2. He's left his whole side exposed. That's why that shot was really no good. Kicking at the 10 was a much better shot.
Yeah, I like to kick at the 10 myself. He's going behind the 10 again.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, he didn't hit it hard enough. Now, Efren could shoot the 8, bank it on his side, and snooker him on the 5 and the 10.
Very nice shot there. That's a good shot. That's a good shot there. He's going to probably have to, if he can kick at the 10 from here softly, obviously that's what he'll do. But if he can't do that, then Efren Reyes made a real nice shot because he's gotten them high enough. Once again, he's going to come off of a ball on the side rail, try to position the cue ball behind the 10. He's gone to school on this shot several times, but it's a touchy shot. It's a touchy shot.
You're right. You're right. He didn't get there.
He's got to be careful, Reyes, because all those balls go into Van Boening's pocket. And he's going to give him a different pitcher. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. He's going to give him a different pitcher because...
I think the 12 goes, Billy.
Yeah, it may go, but it's very risky because the cue ball is going to be in tight quarters there.
I think he could shoot this, as long as he doesn't scratch off the rail off the 10. I think he's got a shot.
He's going to have,
He's going to shoot it, Billy. I think he's going to nudge the 10 off the rail. Well, he didn't nudge the 10, and he didn't hit the ball very well, and he sold out something.
I don't think he sold out anything, actually.
He didn't? He didn't get to the 5? I
No,
guess not.
He may be able to make the 5 off the 10, but that shot doesn't play simple at all.
Boy, he hit that ball pretty badly.
I think he's going to have to try. It's going to be very difficult. But if he shoots the 12, he either makes it and drags the cue ball up the rail, or he should try to bank it. He's going to play the 5 off the 10.
Better go. It went. He's got the 10 now. It's a good shot.
Now, does he play good enough to cut the 10 and go into the 3, the ball behind the 15?
Well, you better get a shot if you do that because you're not going to have a chance to do anything with the 12.
Not much of a target to shoot for with that shot.
Better not snooker himself.
Maybe it's not advisable to try it.
I don't think it is.
But these are some of the things that may be running through his mind. He's taking a walk around the table, and he's going to take a look at the path from the 10 to the 3 to find out how much of an area he has to hit that 3 off of. Now he's thinking, maybe I can go 2 rails into the 12, maybe knock it to my side. He's shooting over a ball, which makes it even more difficult. Either way he goes, toward the 3 or the 12, with the cue ball, that is. I think he's going to the 12.
It's 12 bank.
It's not going to bank from there. He's going to have to either go to the bottom rail and kick it out, or the top rail, side rail, and kick it out. Looks like he's trying to bank it.
It is.
He could scratch here.
Yeah, he can make the ball, too.
He laid perfect on that bank. That was a kind of an angle that was pretty deceiving and had to be absolutely perfect for him to do what he did.
He did it. He's leading this game 2-1. Big game to win because he'll be breaking on the hill.
That was an excellent hit.
Yeah, he made the 8 scoreable.
Yes, he put the 8 in position, like Danny said, and he left distance. And that's a pretty good combination. Put a ball in scoring position and leave distance.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything aggressive. Oh,
Anytime you leave distance, there's always that possibility that your opponent's not going to be as accurate as he needs to be.
well, I don't think he has a shot at the pocket. The 1 banks, but how can you avoid selling out the 8?
He's taking a look at the 8, 2 cushions, and see if he can slide underneath the 4. That's not available. A 1 really not that. He probably ended up shooting the 13 into the 2 and sending the cue ball by his left hand. Nope, not going that far. I think he made a mistake there.
Did he leave a bank on the 10?
Well, I think he may have left a bank maybe on the 11.
Well, that's not free.
No, it looks like it's a little off angle, and he doesn't have the ability then to control the cue ball. I don't think the 10 banks.
No, the 15 might be in the way.
He's trying to figure out what Reyes has if he puts the cue ball over there. I think that's what he's trying to figure out.
Oh, there's a piece of chalk on the table. Well, he took it off.
Not anymore. Not any longer. I don't think he has much. I think he left Reyes a bank on the 11.
He did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
The only good thing about it is the cue ball is frozen to the rail. The Reyes is going to have to apply left-hand English to try to spin around the stack.
Now, he can go right to the 10 here. Now, I don't think he requires a lot of English either.
Well, you want to be able to, get away from the stack here.
Well, he didn't cut it thin enough.
That's because, with the English, you get away from the stack.
I think he might have left the bank on the 11.
Yeah, it's a fast cue ball, meaning that he's probably going to get a kiss there, but it'll be a good kiss. Unless he just comes from behind and nudges it away.
He's knocking it away. All right, could Efren bank the 1 and go to the side rail and not sell out the 8?
Yeah, but he's got to play cue ball here.
I know he does.
Because he's going to leave a bank on the 11, too.
Well, he's 2 railing the 8.
Now, that's a better shot, but he has to get the 8 in play, though, for him. Nicely struck.
Well, is Van Boening going to shoot the 1?
There's no future in shooting the 1.
Well, how about the 2-10 after that? No good.
Well, the 7 goes. Okay,
Yeah.
No.
Well,
7 goes, but
it's got to thread the needle in between balls. No, I don't think he could shoot the 1 here.
well, he may be forced to shoot the 1 because the 8 doesn't pass the 11. He's taking a look at the 7. So he may be forced to shoot the 1 and then deal with it from there. Because he's willing to give him that 8-11 combination, especially if it's off angle. So shooting the 1 may now be a viable option. Shooting the 1, I think he's a favorite to make it.
I don't know. He hasn't pocketed real well this match.
Right, but I just think that he's a favorite to pocket the 1 because it's kind of free. He may kick the 4 out too. Watch it. He'll go to the rail to kick the 4 out possibly. That would be the aggressive way of shooting the 1.
Yeah, he made it.
Now he has the 7, and he's close enough to the 7 to shoot it, even though it doesn't really carry good position potential. It's close enough to gamble here.
Yeah, I think he could shoot it.
He can draw into the 3 and maybe end up with a bank on the 11 here. Or he may play the 3. If he plays the 3, he's going to knock the 15 in, in line for position.
Yeah, he's playing the 3 all right.
Looks like he's playing the 15.
Yeah. He had 3 choices. He didn't make it, Billy. But he snookered him at it.
Well, he sure got some balls there. Got 2 balls and 1 hanging. So Ray is forced to pocket the 15 and then go up table.
Yeah, it looks like he can do that rail first. Yep. I don't see anything aggressive now.
No, as a matter of fact, is he's got a little bit of a problem now. You know, it's not going to be really easy to come off of any of these balls on Reyes' side.
Yeah, he doesn't want to open anything up.
Interesting. Very interesting. He's got a little bit of a problem here, Danny.
Yeah, he does.
Well, he's going to lag to 3 here.
Yeah, he's just trying to get out of the inning and open something a little. He did. He knocked the 2 playable.
I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good shot considering where he shot from. Yeah, and the way the balls were positioned, it wasn't much he could do. I think he got the maximum out of it.
Well, can Efren hit the 2?
I don't think he can hit the 2. If he can hit the 2,
And
I think
leave distance.
he should try to do that,
I think he can hit the 2.
providing he can control it.
Yeah.
If he could make it in the side, that would even be better.
Yeah, I don't think he can make it. I think he can hit it thin and knock it to the side rail without selling out.
He was looking at kicking into the 6 rail first and then sending the cue ball, but he might run into the 4.
Well, he can hit the 2 and make it.
Yeah, that's what he would like to do, make the 2.
Yep. Good shot.
But sometimes, even though you can make the ball you're shooting at, sometimes it's difficult to make it. You know, because you're really not gaining much by making it, but you're going to lose a heck of a lot if you don't. So that thought alone is pretty stressful.
Got to be careful here. He got out of the inning and snookered him from hitting the 2. He can't hit the 2 this time.
No, let's have an overhead here. All this area right here is good for Reyes. If he can somehow get the cue ball in that area there, he'll be fine.
If the 10's not dead.
No, the 10's not dead.
Could throw, Billy. Close enough where it could throw.
Let's take another look at it. Can we get a camera on the 10-7 from the pocket?
It's frozen.
It looks like it's aiming
Wide.
in between the pocket and the diamond. I don't think he can throw it in. Good angle. Now, once again, if he can get the cue ball over there, where I do that circle, I think that'll be in pretty good shape.
Well, he left him the 2, but I don't think he's going to shoot. Maybe he will. He can shoot the 2.
No, I think he's definitely going to shoot the 2 because now he can play shape for the bank on the 11.
Yep.
Or if he needs to, he can just roll it in and use the 10, 7, and 13 as blockers.
He's got the 4 also.
Yeah, that's another option. If the angle off the 4 sends him back at the 8, he may even shoot that, but that's
All tough stuff.
a low percentage shot.
The 4, he has to roll. The 2, he could stroke. Well, he's shaking his head. He doesn't like it. He doesn't feel confident right now pocketing. I know that. He's hit some balls pretty badly. Get what I mean?
Yep, you're right.
He's not pocketing real good.
You're right. Yeah, Reyes will go for this pocket here.
You know, Van Boening usually makes that kind of shot. Oh, he left him the 2 for sure.
Now, it looks like the angle that he's left him will send the cue ball 3 cushions around for position on the 3.
Yeah, you're right.
If he's able to cut the 2 in, cue ball then should hit short of the side. I don't think it's going to go into the 6.
No, he's going to hit the rail way before the 6. He made it.
Well, he's got the 3.
Yep.
May not have the angle to play shape for the 11 next, but he'll
don't miss.
But he'll have a combination or a possible bank on the 13. I don't know if the 13 has enough room to be banked.
No, I think the 10 is in the way of that. Don't miss, that's all. Now he's going to shoot the combination with speed, I think.
Right.
So the 8 goes around.
Let's get a score. 4 for Reyes, 3 for Van Boening. So Reyes needs 4 balls. He has the combination with, I don't think, no position potential with the shot.
If he wants to gamble on shooting a bank on the 8, he could roll this in, because then he'll have a bank on the 8. But you got to be confident in making the 11.
That's an excellent thought, by the way.
Yeah. He's shooting it and making it, and he's going to have the 8 next.
He took it a step further, Danny. He said,
He
I may
did.
not have a bank on the 8, but if I hit it with the right speed, the 8 will then 2-rail out of the corner, and I could have a shot on the 8.
He played position for that 8.
Now he could go into the 13 here. Maybe he doesn't need to. Maybe the 7 is possible.
Well, he's got 6. He needs 2.
Oh, he's elevating that. There's
The
something he
7's going
likes.
to go. It's over.
Well, he stole this game.
Yes, he did.
Now we're going to have a
that's
hill battle here.
Because Van Boening didn't shoot 2 straight.
Exactly. You called it. He didn't shoot 2 straight before you call it. And he didn't shoot 2 straight after you called it. Game number 5 coming up, a race to 3 to see who plays Danny Smith in the finals. 2-2 to score one last game
And now the
to see who
all-important
advances.
lag that Efren won is giving him the break on the final game. And you know the break is big in one pocket. Yeah, let's watch that again. I
Now,
think he played
you called
position.
it on the bank, which was a good call. He took it a step further. He said, I think I can play position for the ball straight in. And he did.
Pretty good break. Pretty good break.
Well, he can always sneak under the 2 off the 14. I can see that right away. So let's take a look, see if he has anything else.
Well, he definitely doesn't have the double up long thing that we've been calling. I think it was a pretty good break. He's going to kick 2, try to go to the side rail. Oh, no, he didn't. I think he's going to wind up behind the 3 here. Or froze on the 3.
Well, I think he has to come off the 1. Don't you think that? I don't think
Well, you don't want to leave Van Boening.
No, I think he's got to come off the 1.
Well, you don't want to leave him to 3.
Well, he's not going to leave him to 3. He's going to be way up table.
Yeah, well, he's still going to have a cut at the 3 if he's desperate. I like going behind the 3 off the 2.
Oh, he's kicking here.
Pretty good kick, too.
Yeah.
A little harder, that ball was in.
Very nice kick.
Yeah.
That's a part of the game that he excels in. You know, when he's down, close to the balls and where he has to, like, play his little caroms and kicks.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, it was an excellent shot. Excellent shot.
Well, could Van Boening cut the 13 and go behind the balls?
That's what he's going to do. Got to get him behind that 15.
Very thin. He sold out to 3, maybe. Oh,
Nope. But he did sell out a shot.
The
Now, take a look
14.
at that 12-8, and that 12-8 might be lined up
it's
for
close.
the pocket.
It's close.
But I'll tell you what, that 3 ball is in a nice position to be pocketed right here. You know, if I were Reyes, I would try to think about backing that 14 into the 3. A big ball. Not too much of a dog not to make it.
Yeah, he didn't hit it real well.
No.
Now you got to sweat the 8. Is the 8 dead?
Well,
I can't tell from here, Billy, but it sure looks close.
yeah, it looks close, but the 12's going to cut the 8 as opposed to throw it because it's laying thin on it. So you're not going to get that true throw because it's not hitting the 8 thickly
You're right.
enough. He's got a lot of problems out there, so he's got to be pretty selective with his shot. Pretty good hit, but you didn't take care of the cue ball.
I think Efren has a bank at the 4. I think he's got a bank at the 4, Billy.
If he was a little further to the left, maybe, but going straight at it like that, it's pretty close to a kiss. I don't know if he can afford to gamble because of how strong his position is. He doesn't want to lose his position. Maybe he could pocket the 4 and position the cue ball back into the stack. You know, if there's any chance of him getting a kiss on that bank, I wouldn't shoot it.
Yeah, he would have to spin it a lot.
Maybe he feels he can make the 3.
Yeah, if the kiss is going right at the 3, harder he might have made that ball, but maybe he wouldn't have wanted to. Well, right now the balls are definitely favoring Efren.
Oh, if he can shoot the 3 and park that cue ball on the 12, then he'll have the edge in gaining the first shot. So if the 5 isn't in front of the cue ball, which if it is, then he doesn't have the angle to stick on the 12. If he can stick on the 12, he'll win the first shot.
I don't think he did. But the 15 got in the way. But 11,
I think he might win the first shot now,
yeah.
unless he can
Probably
stick on the
will.
12. Now he's going to see if he can stick on the 12. If he can do it, then advantage goes back to Reyes. But he doesn't seem real anxious to do it. And he doesn't seem very excited about it. Maybe he's going to try to move to the 4.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
But he might get a kiss.
Now, the 11's going to fly off of the 4 and go upstream.
That depends on how deeply
if it
he hits
doesn't
the 4.
kiss. You know, the 11 can kiss just like the cue ball.
Right.
But he's shooting that.
So he might
He
get
got
that
the
kiss.
double kiss, and
Might
that's
get
going to
that
be
kiss.
disaster. Yeah, he's not happy about that.
Now he's going to take a look, Van Boening that is, the 5 and 12. The 5 and 12 seems like it's lined up reasonably close for a combination.
Well, if he can hit the 6, he'll have the 11.
Well, I don't think he can go through. That's pretty tough to do. It's hard to gamble on that. But if the 5 and 12 are lined up, I think he's in business.
Well, I don't think they're lined up, but he can cut them. But I don't know if he can gain from that more than one ball.
Now, if he can hit the 10, I think that he'll be okay. Not the 6. If he can hit the 10,
that's what he's trying to do.
I think he'll be in line to shoot that combination. Come across and just tap that 10, then he'll be in line to shoot that combination.
Well, he hit the 10 and the 6.
I don't think he's going
He's
to get
got
up to the
nothing.
shot.
He's got the 7, maybe bank.
Wow. He's
It's
gambling
not free.
now. Well, I don't know about this shot.
It's not free, but what is he going to do, Billy?
Oh, he can always drop behind the balls.
Yeah, he can kick at
He
the
can
3.
kick. He can drop behind off the 7 and maybe bank it into the 13. You know? He can do that and drop behind the balls. Maybe put a ball on his rail.
That's what he's doing. He's going off the 7 behind the balls. He's not banking.
Open up balls on his side. So therefore, that wasn't too bad of a shot. But now
Not at
Reyes can
all.
put him up table. Reyes is going to walk to the other end of the table to find out exactly where he would like to be. At least he should. But then Van Boening will kick to the 3. That's the counter move for this shot. Now the counter here is to kick to the 3, or even play off the 6. Because if Reyes left him the angle to play off the 6, then Van Boening can put a ball closer to his pocket and put the cue ball behind the 3 and 14.
Is the 14 dead if he shoots off the 2 with the 15? I think that has a chance, Billy. I think.
But Van Boening has the other pocket.
Oh, he does?
You know, he's got to
Okay.
go off the 6.
You're right. He has the other pocket.
gotta
I'm
put the cue
playing
ball
like
on the
Efren
3.
right now. I'm shooting the wrong pocket. He's going to go off the balls to the rail.
Now he puts a ball closer to the pocket and puts him behind the balls. You know, Reyes should have thought about that before he shot his shot. Now Reyes has to play a carom here. Or
He's got to hit rail first.
Yeah, maybe if it's available, which it is.
He did.
Very fortunate that shot was available. Now let's take a look at the 14, because that's a ball now Van Boening will have to defend against.
Yeah.
So, let me have an overhead, please. I like this shot. I like banking here and going this way and that way. You know,
Good shot.
well, like a tip of right or tip and a half of right will send him, and he has a large area.
Well, he's not shooting that one.
No, he's not, but I like that shot a lot.
Oh, did he leave any kind of bank on the 3? No. Unless he banks it off the 2. He might be able to do that, Billy.
It's possible to do that.
Well, shoot it straight on. It looks like it's going right to that point.
But the only problem I can foresee is the kiss with the cue ball.
Oh, there's no kiss. He's shooting it straight on. It's going at that.
No, he's got to cut the 3 a little bit
A
to his
hair.
right.
Just a
And
hair.
I think that's where he may get the kiss.
He's only cutting it a hair, Billy.
Let's see. We'll take a look at it because it's
Yeah,
going to
I
be
know.
close.
Let's see. I think he can do it, Billy.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, he did it, though.
Well, yeah, it was possible, but it was. That's how I say it. That's what I can see. There's a possible kiss there, which he narrowly missed. Now, whatever Van Boening does with the 2, we can't allow Reyes to see the 12 ball. I think he can roll it softly and get behind that 15.
He overcut it, but he didn't lose his head.
I think Reyes can come off the 3 and put him up table in that corner.
Yeah,
I wouldn't come off the 10 because he'll expose the 13. I'd come off the 3 and use the 10 as a blocker.
Yeah, you need to do that because Van Boening might shoot at the 5, but you got to consider that Van Boening's not shooting real straight, and don't worry about leaving him that 5.
I think Reyes should walk up to the other end of the table, take a look. Oh, he's going to go off the 7 here.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Well, what did he leave? Did he leave a bank on the 8? Boy, it looks pretty close.
Yeah, but he can't afford to shoot
I
it
know
because of the 13.
it's selling out. It's not free. Oh, he's looking at the billiard, 5 off of the 12 into the 2. That's very possible. Very, very possible.
Yeah. And he's going to take a look at the cue ball off of that angle to see if he can get to that side rail and kick that 13.
Well, if you shoot this ball, you got to be sure you're making it. Then you don't have to worry where the cue ball goes.
Well, I don't think that that's what he's thinking about. He's got to think about hitting that 13. I mean, if he feels that the shot is possible and it's on, but the focus has to be on billiarding that 13. I mean, he's not going to bet the game on making that carom.
I don't think it sits the billiard to 13.
Well, that's why he's shooting it, because he wants to go into the 13.
I don't think it's sitting that good.
Okay. That's what he's doing. He wants to go into that 13 just like that.
Yeah. That could be a game winner and a match winner.
Now what is he going to do?
Huh.
I think he's almost forced to go up table now and double him up on the 9-8. Give him that rail first on the 2, because that's not a gimme. That's his only out that I can see. He's got to get away from this position. He's got to come off the 3 and leave him on that bottom rail or that top rail. He should go up there and take a look.
Let's see. Wait. Yeah, let's look at that shot again because that was a great shot.
Now, he's giving him that rail first on the 2, but
Yeah.
trust me, that's not an easy kick-in.
I like it. Here we go. Let's see what happened here. Yep, perfect. I think
Beautifully
he's going to
executed.
shoot the 2.
That's not an easy kick-in.
No, I know it's not.
I don't think he wants to bet on that.
Okay, what are you going to do if you don't do that?
Well, he could come off the 3 and roll that cue ball behind that 14 again. I don't like his chances of coming off the 1. But coming off the 3, that's doable.
I like to kick. I like coming off that rail.
Even if he kicks it in, he's not guaranteed to get position.
I think it'll go 1 rail to the 5.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen. Look at the
Well,
table.
let's see. It's fuller than you think.
No, he's not going to shoot that shot. He's going to come off the 10, try to put him behind the 14. He can't gamble on that.
Well, he let him see the 2, I believe. No, he didn't.
He got him hooked there pretty good.
Oh, he
Now
did it
he's got
good.
a problem because he opened up those balls. Now the
Yep.
10 ball becomes a threat.
You're right. Good shot. Good call, good shot.
He's got Reyes on the run. You know, kicking at that 2 was really very risky and quite difficult. He had Reyes on the run, and he had the ability to do what he did. Keep him on the run. You know, this is like
He wants to make the 2.
a free shot for Van Boening to win this game and the match. He certainly doesn't want to lose it off of a kick miss. Come too far to get where he is.
He was massing, trying to make the 2. Well, he was bluffing.
Okay, he can go up table here because the 10 doesn't pass the 2. Okay, now that's okay because this shot is a gamble. The 10 doesn't pass the 2, so he can't use the 10. He can use the 8 or the 2, but that has to be hit very, very accurately. So Reyes, I think, made a pretty good shot, used good discretion in what he did.
Well, he might be able to cut the 14 into the 13, go into the rail, and behind the balls again.
It's possible, but it's pretty close. Now he's looking at the 3. This is doable, but that scratch is looming. Therefore, he knows it. You know, a little mishit here, Reyes wins the match. If he comes off the 3 and scratches. But that shot is doable. He can also come off the 11 and go in between the rail and the 3 and slide down on the 14. That shot looks a little haphazard, but I think it plays a little more comfortable than what it looks.
Well, if you don't hit the point. That point's sitting there.
Yes, it is. But I think it's there. I think he can... Now, this shot...
He's doing the 3
He's
ball
looking at a
shot.
scratch here now. You know, it's there's no guarantee on this shot because it has to be hit really well. Your shot coming off the 14 is also doable, but the slightest mishit on that shot, you may lose control of the cue ball or the 14. So he's in a spot. I think you should take a look at coming off that 11 because I think that shot is there.
Well, he's doing something other than all that. Oh, he tried to billiard the 2 in.
Well, whatever he did, he didn't try to do that.
He left the bank on the 15, but it's not free for sure.
He didn't try to do that. Reyes is walking around the table now saying to himself, he got lucky there, for sure. But I know Reyes, and he's going to quickly forget about that. Can you afford to bank the 15? I don't know.
It's not free.
This is pretty close.
It's not free.
It's just a do or die shot. I don't know if he's willing to accept that right now because he can come off the 15 and position the cue ball on the side rail.
He's shooting it, Billy.
Or he can come off the 2.
He's
no,
shooting
he's
it.
not shooting it.
Well, you're not. He shot the 2. Didn't scratch.
You know, there's a lot of... That 13 ball that's positioned on that side rail takes away all those banks. So therefore, he has the luxury of doing what he did because of that.
Yeah, he can't kick at the 12 or the 13 because he's going to leave a bank for sure.
Yeah, Reyes definitely has the advantage from this position. Oh, my.
Oh, he had a
What's going to
kiss.
happen here? Now, does the 8 pass?
I don't know. It might. Yeah, he's looking at it, Billy.
Yeah, I think the 8 passes.
I think he's going to watch Efren run out. It does pass.
He's going to hit that with speed because
He did.
hitting it with speed takes away the skit. If that was a possible problem, it may have happened.
Yeah, I got to shoot the 14 here. Yeah, Efren's got a chance to run all the way out.
Reyes has 2 balls.
You need 6 more.
He's got a lot of work to get out because
I know, but he's shooting. He's got an easy shot to start with. How about playing this? Well, he's going to go 2 rails to the 10, but or the 15. He's got it.
Watch
Wait a
out,
minute.
watch out.
He snookered himself.
Watch out.
He snookered himself.
Well, you know, sometimes when you use the bridge, you don't really control the cue ball as well as you would like. That was one of those times.
I like going to the bank on the 7.
Goes into the 9.
I like doing that. He could have banked the 7 with no problems, and the position was going to be there. Anyway, that's second guessing.
Yeah, and it's hard to criticize what he tried to do.
Yeah.
But we got some more one pocket this game, and that's
Yep.
not a bad thing. He'll do the same thing Reyes just did. He'll use the 7 as a blocker, softly rolling in between the rail and the 7. I think he should do that. No reason for him not to, because he runs the risk of maybe giving up a bank on the 7. That's what I would do. Softly. He's going to go back to that shot. Well, he can give up a bank on the 7 if he's not careful here. He tied up those balls. That's what he didn't want to do. Well, that's okay with well, he tied them up. That's what he did want to do, pardon me. Reyes is looking at the possible bank here. But since those balls are tied up, he may have a different thought.
He's going to try to go off the 9 behind the 7.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's what he's looking at.
It's not something I would like to do if I were he, but
Don't
it's
leave
possible.
a bank on the 15.
Possible.
He did it pretty. Oh, he left the 15, I think.
No,
He
he
didn't?
can't. No, he can't see the 15.
7's got him snookered.
Mm-hmm. He shoots those shots so well. He handles that cue ball so well.
Simple, get out of the inning shot.
Reyes immediately loosens up the 3 from the 12.
Puts the cue ball near the cushion.
He'll be glad he's done that maybe later on in the rack.
Well, here comes the up table game.
He'll come off the 2. He should get those balls off of Van Boening's side and draw the cue ball back down to the center of the short rail. If he can do it. But he doesn't want to do it and run the risk of selling out one of those balls, so therefore he may do something differently because I still come off the 2 here. He would like to roll the 3 and create congestion. I'm surprised he didn't roll the 3 and congest that side up a little bit. See, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to create a little congestion so he has a place for the cue ball later on. He needs to position it up there. I always got to think about possibly have something later in the rack and how you could create a situation where it benefits you.
Good cue ball there.
Now he's got to play a good cue ball here too, because he wants to move some balls. In doing so, that cue ball is going to move too. So he wants to stay away from that scratch underneath him. Oh, he's not even taking a chance. See, now he tied up those balls. He figured, well, since I'm not going to take a chance with the cue ball, I'll tie up some balls. Now, if the one doesn't pass, that's a position on the table where he can put the cue ball later on in back of the one.
I don't think the one passes, Billy.
So now if he has a straight back bank, he can always put the cue ball there, behind the one. Nothing passes. He'll move the stripe now, because he won't fool with any of those three balls near the side pocket. He'll come off the stripe and put them down table. Now he's starting to develop a trap. Starting to develop a trap now. Because now the 2, 10, and 1 are tied up, which gives Reyes the ability to put the cue ball behind him. All he needs now is a bank. Van Boening sees it and he says, I'm not going to allow him to do that. So he's going to loosen those balls up. It's convenient, why not?
Well, they're still tied up. Does Efren have a bank on the 7?
He may have a bank on the 7. It looks like he does, and I would be surprised if he didn't shoot it.
He's going to.
Now he can bank the 7 and cross it and maybe get behind the 10 for position.
Or even behind the 5 and 12.
Yeah, but that's risky because he may scratch cross corner. Maybe he wants to stay on top of those balls.
Well, he does have a shot at it.
Yeah, he's going to bank the 7.
I think he made it.
He's staying on top of the balls.
No, he didn't. He made it. No, he didn't. He got to the 10.
This is a little tricky. You don't want to get too deep under the 7 if you take it out. I don't even know if he can get there.
I don't think he could take it out, Billy. I think he's got to give it to him.
He may be forced, like Janny said. He may be forced to give it the 7 ball.
Good shot. Got to give it. Got to give it. Then Efren will be banking at the 5. But he's got to give it to him.
His only other option, other than giving it to him, would be to cross the 3 and drop the cue ball to the bottom rail. That may help him, if he can do that.
7 will still remain a threat the rest of the game.
No, he's dropping to the bottom rail off the 10.
I don't like this shot.
No,
I don't like it because 7 is still going to be a threat.
He's giving it to him.
Yeah, he had to. But now he's got to sweat the bank on the 5. Even though Efren's on the end rail, frozen, he does have a bank at the 5.
As long as that cue ball doesn't follow through that 12 ball and scratch, that's the shot he'll shoot.
No,
Sometimes that thing is like funny things happen.
Yeah, it's going to be too thin a hit to do that.
That's the way I see it too.
Yeah.
But those type of possibilities. Nice.
He made it.
That's a good hit there.
He made it.
That's a good hit.
He definitely made it. No, he didn't. He made it close. Well, again, he's got to give it to him.
Well, Reyes is going to have now a 5-2 lead. And when you consider how the balls are positioned, that's a pretty good lead.
Sure is.
Can he afford to bank the 13 here?
I don't think so, but he could 2-rail the 10.
That's pretty risky, too.
Oh, he's going to leave a bank on this one. He definitely has a bank. If he wants to shoot it.
Yeah, but it might carry a kiss unless he uses outside English.
He's got to use outside English.
But if he uses outside English, where's the cue ball going? He can sell out a shot under 311. So, what a dilemma this is.
2-rail it forward, and that's it. But he wants to shoot. The
Inside
game is
English,
getting away.
Inside English takes away the kiss as well. Inside English.
Oh, he made it, Billy. He made it close.
Danny,
Billy,
you made a lot of balls, but nothing
I'm
fell.
trying to excite the fans, Billy. You know, they got to think it's going. Yeah, every time I say that,
Yeah,
the people
yeah,
think maybe, and they're getting excited. They're twitching. Billy, you don't know how to entertain totally.
Let me try it. He made it.
No, no, that's a put off.
How's that for entertainment?
It's got to come within 2 inches to say that.
Okay, we'll try it again here.
Efren has a.
Give me another shot at it.
Efren's got a bank at this one and position. And position for the 11, except he didn't make it. Well, Van Boening is getting tired of not shooting at his pocket. Keith McCready would have shot up in the air a few times by now. Keith didn't play 2 safes in a row. Just getting out of the inning, but he's going to leave a bank on the 11. I think with reverse English, he could bank this. Cue ball won't go anywhere. High with a little reverse.
He's looking at the kick here.
I don't know about that. He's going to sell out a bank if he does that.
I wouldn't be looking at it, but you know, Reyes kicks so well. You know that.
Yeah, I know he kicks real well. He'd kick at a football game. Oh, he's just going to knock it on his side a little bit. Oh, he tried to snooker him behind those balls. Good shot. But he didn't get him.
Oh, putting him on top of those balls isn't a bad idea either. And when he did that, he made those 2 balls dead. So therefore, he did get a lot done. If I were Van Boening, I wouldn't shoot the 3. I would shoot the 15 and get some separation there.
He's going to open these because they are dead now.
Which is clear. He didn't do a
they're
good
still
job of
dead.
doing that.
They're still dead, but he'll have to look at it at a later date.
Now Reyes may try to kick the 1 in. He's looking to kick the 1 here.
I don't blame him. That's a good shot. I like that shot because if he does do it, he's going to have a combination after that because that's where the cue ball's going.
Let's see what he does.
He's not doing that, Billy.
Going to the 10.
Oh, he left the 10.
What he wanted to do is he wanted to double up the 3 with the 10.
He overspun it and made him hit the ball thin.
Well, he can't afford to do anything but try to just soft roll it in.
Yeah, he can get to a bank on the 3 if he makes this.
No, he's not going to go that far.
Well, he made a ball this time.
Now the score is 5-3.
And he's got a guard against that combination. He could hit it with his elbow right now. Nobody's looking. No.
Now coming off the 11 or the 3 is a problem. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see much. I think he got to softly roll the cue ball here.
Oh, he tried to kick back.
Yeah, I didn't see much there.
Yeah.
I don't understand what he tried to do.
Looked like a kick back.
Well, that's
Didn't do it too well,
that's
though.
not a very good thought.
Well, he didn't sell out.
Is he going to try to stiffen this with speed?
Oh, it doesn't lay.
If he
It's
hits
too
it with
long.
speed,
It's too long, Billy. I don't care what its speed he hits. It's too long. Oh, that ball is going to, first of all, pick up. It's going to be too long, Billy.
doesn't want to make it
And
in
he
the
knew better.
Oh, he left distance. Coming off the balls on Van Boening's side of the table is not Efren's preference, but he may be forced to do it. He certainly doesn't want to open those balls up, but he may be forced to because coming off any other ball, he may give up a shot.
Pretty good shot.
What does he have in mind here? I don't see anything good happening with this shot.
I don't either.
No, I don't see anything good happening with that shot.
Oh,
I don't.
well, he was trying to get the one in play.
Now he's let them a bank on the 3.
Well, he's got a guard against the one.
Well, I think he can do
Efren's
that.
looking at the combination, Billy.
And he's going to look at the 3, too. He's going to walk around and take a look at the 3 because I know that he knows that 3 is bankable. I think he's going to shoot the 3. But this shot has to be hit with good pocket speed because then he runs the risk of leaving a return bank. He doesn't like it.
I don't blame him. I don't like it either because it's too thin a hit. Cuba, well, he's going to shoot it now. Maybe he's going to shoot it. Maybe.
It's a tough shot because of the speed that you have to hit it with.
Now he's playing the combination. No, he isn't.
And now
He bluffed us 3 times there, Billy.
Now he opened up all the balls on Van Boening's side of the table. He doesn't any longer have the luxury of positioning the cue ball down there. Van Boening can double bank the 1, or bank the 3,
Not too thin a hit.
or bank the 3 underneath him. Just get it to the rail. You cut it too much. He's not going to like that.
Well, Efren, you got to look at that combination now. Just look at it anyway.
Yeah, I agree. It's got, if the 11 doesn't pass, maybe he should shoot it.
11 doesn't pass. He's shooting the 3.
He doesn't want it to end up near the side like that, so now it's a tough ball to shoot.
Well, he broke up the combination.
He may have a kiss here.
Where?
The 15 off the 3.
Oh,
It's
over-kissing.
It's over-kissing is right.
Yeah.
I thought if it was possible, he could play that shot and position the cue ball behind the 11, deep near that corner pocket. And he might as well move the 1. Nope, can't even see that. I think I would go off to 15 then. Open it up.
Well, he can hit the 1. Kicking. Pretty good kick.
Now he tied up that ball again. And that's pretty good.
Pretty good kick.
Now Van Boening has to go over where the 3 is. He's going to have to do that. He can't afford to fold to 1, 11, or 2. He runs the risk of giving up a shot. So he's got to move that 15 or 3 closer to the corner pocket and create some congestion. I didn't care for that shot at all. I think he sold out a 2-railer on the 3 myself. Efren's not even looking at it.
I don't know if he could hit it, Billy.
He can hit it. I can see he can hit it. Efren had a 2-railer on a 3 with position, and he didn't even look at it. Yeah, he's locked in on thinking about playing a solid safety game. Didn't even bother to look at it. I wouldn't even consider falling with the 11-1 or 2. There's no reason to do that. You like where the balls are now, so why open them up?
You gonna make the 2 right now?
Why open them up? I don't understand that.
Gonna make the 2.
Why would you want to open those balls up? I mean, surely he doesn't have a plan. I don't see one. Is there a plan?
I don't.
Why
see
would he
it,
want to
no.
open those balls up?
Not only that, I think Van Boening has a bank on the 2, and he could fall behind the 11 and 1. I think it sits. He doesn't because he's not shooting it.
Well,
I think he can do it. Bank the 2 with left-hand English. He might go behind the 11 and 1. They both go. No, he's not doing that at all. Watch out. He left nothing.
you don't want to make anything here.
And
Yeah.
he didn't, but he left the bank. He definitely left the bank. Van Boening's going to be shooting at that 11.
Yep, he's left 2 banks, actually. He left a bank on the 11 and a bank on the 1.
Well, the 1 will be his position if he makes the 11.
Mm-hmm. The 11 is a little more appealing for the reason Danny said. If he happens to put the 11 down, he'll have a shot on the 1. Maybe the cue ball will go into the 3 here, though. Possible the cue ball will end up going into the 3.
He hit it close, but it's not going.
Nope.
He did have the 1 if it went.
It's a tough spot because it's hard for Reyes not to bank at the 11 because of the position of both the 1 and the 3. Because he has to defend against giving up a bank on the 1 and the 3. And a good way to do that is to bank the 11. But if he banks the 11, he's got cue ball problems. He gave him a bank on the 3.
Yes, combination bank, but he gave it.
Going to give him good action, too, because it looks like after he hits the 3, the cue ball is going to go toward those balls in the upper corner. And if he hits it reasonably well, he's going to create a lot of good action down here. I don't see why he's not banking the 3 here. He shouldn't be concerned about giving up a bank on the 11 because the 3 is going to join it. You know,
And plus, I think he'll have position on the 1 if he happens to make the 11.
I think he's got to bank the 3 here. I think it's a big shot. He's not going to do it. Wow, that's unbelievable. He can bank the 3 short if he has to.
Billy, it might be like I said, he's not hitting the balls real good, and he's playing differently because of that. He hasn't hit a real good shot yet. Well, this ball's going to the end rail.
I wouldn't be surprised if he made it. Oh, he doesn't want to hit the point.
Well, now he can't shoot the 3. got to knock the 1 on his side. Oh, he left the bank, I think. No, well, you'd think he did. I think Efren's got a bank on the 1.
Well, that's pretty risky.
What's risky about it? He's going to hit the 3 full.
No, he's not. The 3 is way on top of the 1. He's going to hit the 3 from underneath, and he may end up going toward that pocket. I think it's a pretty risky shot if he tries to bank that 1.
Well, he's winding up to do
Yeah,
it.
he is. Well, I think it's risky, though.
I don't see any risk. I really don't.
He's doubling the 3.
Oh, and he tried to get behind the 2, but he didn't. Well, that was an exciting shot.
He may have to end up trying to cut this 3 toward his pocket, send the cue ball toward the 1. Because he's going to give him a bank on the 1.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, had he cut the 3 toward the pocket, maybe he wouldn't
he
have
gave
given
him a
up his
bank on
bank
the
on the
1.
1. Or he can 2-rail the 11. I like banking the 1. He has better control of the speed of the shot.
Yeah, the 2L on the 11 might be next if he makes this.
They're a little wide.
Yep, it was.
He's been stuck on 5 now for about 40 minutes.
Well, Van Boening could spin and shoot this, maybe go right at the 11.
Yep, but he could end up giving up a shot in the 3. But that shouldn't
No,
be enough to
that'd
stop
be
him from
tough to
shooting
do.
it.
He's
Right.
not going to go that wide.
Yeah, that shouldn't be
No, he's going
enough.
to shoot it.
Yeah, I agree. Just bring
But
it up.
he's not going to shoot it right now.
This is gambling a little bit, but I think
Got to avoid the side pocket.
he should shoot it. Let's see what
Well,
happens.
he didn't hit it real good. Or very well. Efren's got a bank on the 1 now.
No, he's got to shoot over those balls, and
No, he's banking at the 1, Billy.
he's not banking at it to make it
Why not?
because he can bridge in between those balls. That may change
He's
that.
banking at this, Billy. Not only is he banking, he's making it close. Oop.
See, if he had to shoot over those balls, he couldn't have done that.
Yeah,
but
but
he
he-
was fortunate enough to be able to shoot in
But
between
he
them.
got the people to say, "Ooh-ah."
Okay, now Efren has 5 balls, and I think I'd try to follow this in.
Well, I want to tell you, this is the 3rd ball that Van Boening's made for Efren. Van Boening's going to run out for Efren.
Now, that 11 will 2-rail into Efren's pocket if he hits it well.
He's banking at the 13, Billy.
That's a very difficult hit.
Well, he didn't even try to do that. Can he 2-rail this?
It's pretty close.
I think he can 2-rail it.
Pretty close.
No, I think he's going to cut it just a hair and 2-rail it. It'll go by to 15, too. Get it? Boy, he hit it good, too. But not good enough. He hit it good.
Van Boening really stopped shooting for his pocket. He's had a couple opportunities to shoot at his pocket. He turned them down.
Well, he's not shooting well, and he knows it.
But we had that discussion earlier. That's how he's going to have to beat Reyes, by shooting.
Yeah, but he's not doing
Because
it.
he's not going to beat him by moving around. And that's been evident so far in this match.
I think that Efren is a sentimental favorite with the fans.
Well,
Which doesn't help you win.
is he shooting this? I don't like shooting
railing
this.
it?
I don't like shooting this.
He's going to get a kiss.
Forget about getting a kiss. He's going to give up maybe every
Well, how
every
about
turn
if he
ball.
makes it? How about now he's got a bank on the 12? People love that. He's going to make the billiard on the 15. He's not shooting it. 6-4 is the score. 2-2 in games. Winner of this plays in the finals.
I kind of like Van Boening's chances of getting the first ball because of the way the balls are wedged.
Can we see that three-railer again? That was an excellent shot.
And he had to hit it as well
Here
as
it
he hit
goes. Perfect. Perfect all the way. Split the wicket right through the center.
it. Yep, and that's the way he had to hit it too, for it to be a viable.
Well, he is one of the best players in the world. He might hit a ball good.
But he should have been hitting balls good when he had the opportunity, when he had the other shots that he
Better
passed
late
up.
than never.
You know? This is why I like Van Boening's chances of making the next ball, because if Reyes pockets a ball, he has to control the cue ball. Sometimes that's not easy to do, like there. I think Van Boening will opt to shoot for his pocket here.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. He overcut it, but he got it in the hole there. Going to be tough for Efren to knock this away. He's on the rail.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to try to maybe give it to him, because if he tries to get it out, he may scratch.
Yeah, you're
somewhere.
right. He's got to
So-
give it to him, Billy. I agree with you. Oh, he should have gave it to him. Now Van Boening is shooting at a spot shot over the top, but I think he should have gave him that ball, like you said.
Well, this is gambling, because Van Boening really isn't thrilled about this shot. Because, you know, there's a lot of banks that could develop after this shot. So for Reyes, it is. So,
Oh, he's thinking of not shooting it, Billy.
I wouldn't be so thrilled here either. You know, just getting balls in play may be good enough. As he faces a 2-ball deficit, there's other ways of winning other than shooting here. He's dead over top of that, too. You think he's a favorite to make that shot from there? I think he's just as much of a favorite to make the shot as he is to sell out. If he sells out, he may lose.
Is he banking this?
I mean, he might be trying to make it and put him over the ball.
Oh, he tried to three-rail it. Well, Efren can't do a real lot here.
No, he can't come down table.
Could he shoot the 15? Hit or miss it.
It's hard to come down table unless he crosses it and puts the cue ball under the 9. And, you know, he's got to have good execution, because there's no real reward for it, but yet it carries a penalty. This is a tough shot to shoot. Any shot that carries a penalty with no reward is
I
tough to
think
shoot.
he's shooting it.
No, he's not shooting it.
Okay.
And if he snookered Van Boening from the 15,
He did.
then that's a big plus there.
He did do that, Billy.
Van Boening's got to be careful here. good speed.
Yep, he got it in play on
That's
his
good
side.
speed if it doesn't go in. If it would have went in, it would have been bad.
Could Efren bank it to 15?
Well, if he can avoid that scratch on the side.
Oh, I think he'll do that. But he doesn't want to go forward and sell out the 9.
Well, the 9's not a problem because it's laying next to the side pocket. That's on a scratch angle from a lot of spots up
Then
there.
he's definitely shooting a 15 unless he gets straight in on the 9.
Nicely struck ball. I thought he did really well.
Good speed.
Maybe force a kick it out of there or go into the side rail. Oh, he better hit this with good speed. He better hit this with
Oh,
good
he left
speed.
the bank, Billy.
He better hit this with good speed because
He
if he
left the
doesn't,
bank. He left the bank. No doubt about it. Pretty good bank, too.
well, that was the problem with that shot. That's why I suggested going to the side rail, because if he opts to shoot it in that fashion, he better hit it with good speed. Well, that'll put him on the hill.
Yes, he did. Now, he can two-rail the 12.
Yes, he can, but you know what? It's a tough shot because it's close to the pocket, and if he mishits it, it could come back and give Van Boening a shot with position. Boy, he hit it
Oh,
good.
he made it.
Boy, did
He
hit
made
that
it. He
shot
won the
good.
match. He made it.
Wow.
He did the Efren dance, too.
We're going to be back in not too long. I just think we're going to take like a 15-minute break, and we're going to be back with the final match with Smith and Reyes.